Welcome to Gaming Daddies, the podcast where fatherhood meets the digital grind. I'm Chris, I'm one of your three gaming daddies, and each week the three of us sit down to talk about the games we're playing, how we balance gaming with family life, and the big conversations happening in the gaming world. This week, each gaming daddy brings their personal top 5 most anticipated games of 2026. We will each share our number 5, react, and then move up the list together like a typical countdown list, so we hope you are excited for that. To clarify, this is not a definitive list, this is just our lists, nothing official. We will each have opinions, disagreements, and hype about these games and are excited for all games coming out this year, so please grab your controller or maybe just start your free hour of peace and quiet and let's hit start. All right, kids, boys and lads and gents and all the ladies and things like that.
Yeah, we're back.
We're back in 2026. I felt like it's been so long since last year since we've hung out together, the three of us. So, man, before we get into our main event, let's just catch up a little bit, shall we? How's the holidays been?
It's been pretty good for us.
They're great.
And I've had lots of family down, you know. It seems like our house has been the hub for a lot of activity. I know with New Year's, we did the Stranger Things final episode all together, and that was great. We were going to see that in the theater, but tickets were selling like hotcakes. We could never, and I didn't feel like going through all that when I've got a 55-inch TV. It's fine. I've got plenty of seating in the living room. Let's go.
Theater in the home.
Let's go. Yeah.
Was there a lot of controversy I've seen on socials?
Oh, yeah.
There's been a lot of controversy. No spoilers here, obviously.
Lots of complicated theories that all I'm going to say is simplify. Yeah. Just simplify and watch. Yeah, keep that in mind when you watch the last episode. I know if you haven't seen it by now, what you're holding out on, but maybe just because you haven't seen that season yet. You know, maybe you're not caught up with 5, but
sure. I've never, and I've probably stated this before, but I've never seen Stranger Things ever, and it's not that I was actively avoiding it. It's just never been on my radar. So, Jay, being the fan like you and your family are of this particular series, is this something now that the series has concluded? Now that you have had a little bit of time to kind of digest everything, is this something that you would openly recommend to people who haven't seen it to dive into?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, it's not. I try to compare it to a lot of 80s movies like The Goonies and some of those that came out, but I mean, it has that funny factor, the nostalgia from that era where everything is just goofy, stupid, funny. Then it has its serious Stephen King moments. But I don't think it hits like, what is it, Welcome to Derry? That series is out. That's gore. I watched the first episode of that and I thought, this is a little too much for me. Yeah. I like the storyline, but if I could cut some of the gore out of it, it'd be fine. So for Stranger Things, I mean, it's got a little bit of gore. I think it's gorier in its earlier seasons than it is as it got later. And then it's just the approach to the series is just different, I think, in the last seasons. But I think it's definitely worth watching. And I think you can find out from the first season whether you're going to like it or not. Because for me, my favorite season is 4. But a lot of people say they love the first 2, maybe 3 seasons. And then there's a lot of season 4 is the controversial one. That's where you either lost your viewers or you gained a lot of viewers. There's a lot of staying power or I'm out, deuces. This is too much for me. So,
well, I like reading reviews. I typically don't let reviews, affect whether I do something or not, or play something or watch something. But hearing how highly a lot of people talk about the show, I think I'll put that on my radar for this year, and the wife and I will probably sit down and try to start.
I think if you can give yourself the first season, where is it like 8 episodes or so, maybe 10, give yourself that. And there's one that I want to watch that I hear there's a lot of raving about, is a show called Dark on Netflix that I think it's similar to that. It's about kids and their adventures and things like that. And it's nostalgic in a way, but I know very little about it. And I think that's fine. I think that's my best approach is I don't really want to do a lot of studying and background on. I just want to be, let's go. Let's see what this is about.
Sure. Are you excited for the upcoming spinoffs?
Yeah, I guess so. I think the first one's animated from what I hear. And I think my kids are more excited about that than really I am. I'm not,
No.
I mean, I do like animation a little bit. I'm not as crazy about it as they are. I prefer live action, but
Sure.
we'll see.
All right. Cool. So yeah, I think we'll put Stranger Things on our watch list for this year. It's been pretty busy. At least the first part of our break anyway was pretty busy we got all of our traveling done, at the very Jump Street, and then we just kind of been chilling at the house and having Noah's first Christmas. It was really, really good. We got some toys and he got a lot of clothes and things like that, and he really enjoyed it. And I mean, he loves going. He's a people person. My God, that boy's a social butterfly. And he's the life of the party. We walked into my sister's house when we got to Hot Springs, and within 5 seconds, his aunt took him. I may have held him like maybe 30.
Nice.
He's super cute. He's got a tooth in now. It's a little nubbin, but he knows how to use it, and he's got some pretty good jaw strength, that boy. But he's already got a second one coming in. One of its neighbors. It's on the bottom row somewhere. It's starting to come into. He's been eating a lot of, solid food, mashed potatoes, sweet potatoes, this, that, second, and third. And he's really enjoying it. And that boy has an appetite. My God, that boy has an appetite. It's crazy. I think I've mastered the art of putting him to sleep, which is wild. I just sit down with him and like hold him a certain way, and he's out within about 5 minutes. It's either with the pacifier or he's sucking on his thumb a lot. He's getting really good about self-soothing, and so yeah, that's pretty good. We've learned that he's probably going to be a really bad teether. He gets really fussy and frustrated and like angry when his teeth are coming in. And there's nothing that can really calm him or settle him. So we just gotta, we're sticking with the teething stuff and Tylenol every so often, and, just kind of help ease his pain a little bit. But I think we're past that. He hasn't been that way in a couple of days now, but he's had a pretty good time. It's just been me and the lad hanging out, playing and napping and eating and chilling and all that good stuff. And, he's growing, dude. He's growing a lot. We started watching, since we're talking about TV shows, we started watching Welcome to Derry. So I liked the It movies. The It movies were cool. It's horror. I mean, there's gore, but like, you weren't kidding. Like,
it's intense.
It's really intense. And like, that show took a hard left turn in that first episode. It came out swinging. And I think we only made it 2 episodes into the season. And Nicole's like, I can't.
Yep, that's me.
I just can't. And I was like, yeah. She said you can watch it on your own. I was like, I don't even think I want to, because there comes a point for me where it becomes gore for gore's sake, grotesque, like just to be excessive. And I'm not for that. That's why I don't really watch a whole lot of horror movies. But man, Skarsgård is a brilliant actor when he does that role. I've seen some of the behind the scenes stuff, but like, I don't think Derry's going to be it for me. And saw the first episode of season 2 of Fallout, and we're about 2 weeks behind on that, I think. So we got to get caught up on that. And I think that's pretty much it. Other than that, just gaming, just starting the winter cleaning at the house, just starting to go through stuff and throw a lot of crap away. But other than that, it's been pretty chill, pretty lax. What about you, Tedder?
We lost Chris.
Did you lose me? Am I not here?
He's thinking.
He's
Oh no, am I
really
frozen?
thinking hard.
Hello?
Is he coming back?
Chris.
Oh no!
I told him he needs to get better internet. And then just playing a lot of video games. So I got about 50 hours into Ghost of Yotei, and I'm however many hours in Diablo 4 with the new Paladin character. So anyway,
I finally finished Outer World 2. It got to the point where I was ready to finish. I think I could have probably put in another 30 hours maybe of doing side quests, because there were so many. I mean, I was enjoying it. I just like, hey, another side quest. And I thought, I really want to get through the game now. I really want to see how this turns out. So finished that. And then I started an Assassin's Creed game that I somehow missed. I have not played, and it's on Game Pass. It's Syndicate. I've
Yep.
not played Assassin's Creed Syndicate. I thought I had, but so I downloaded that and I've started it. I've been jumping in there. I love the Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, that's the
games.
one. Syndicate. That's the steampunk like
Mm-hmm.
steel industry kind of.
Yeah, and you go between the girl and the guy.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like the new one that's out, but not directly, I guess. It's you can't, or at least right now I can't do it mid-mission or anything like that, but
Oh, gotcha.
and it's not open world, of course. Yeah,
Right.
it's predetermined who you use, but I saw an option in the menu. It looked like you were able to switch to Jacob. I think that's his name. I literally just started this. I think I got through the prologue. The long Assassin's Creed prologue. You were like into the game going, okay, how far are we? And then it says Assassin's Creed. Welcome to Assassin's Creed Syndicate. My gosh, I've been in it 8 hours already. Anyway.
I also saw that they're remaking or remastering Black Flag. So if you haven't played Black Flag, maybe wait for the remaster. But I mean, that was one of my favorites. So
yeah, it's a good game. That's the one where you're on the ship a lot, right?
Yes, you go between the islands, like little bitty, like it's like Gulf of Mexico islands, Jamaica, stuff like that.
Okay.
Anyway, so as somebody that wants to purchase Outer Worlds, would you say worth the $70, or would you say wait until it's on sale? Because I know you played it on Game Pass.
My goodness, I'm gonna be honest with you, Jared. I don't feel like any game is worth $70. I know that sounds terrible, because I know that's just where we are. I mean, that's where we are. All new games are coming out. They're going to be $69.99. I think it is for me. I love those type of games. I love I don't like open world for the sake of open world. That's something that I've learned about myself over the last year or so. I do like, with the GTA games, and I love when it first came out, the expanse of it. Oh my gosh, this map is so huge. I want to go exploring it. And then it sets into, for me, the reality of it sets into just how I can't get to all this. I can't just go exploring for the sake of it, because a lot of areas just aren't fleshed out. You just go over there and there's nothing happening over there. For good reason. The game would be, enormous. It would be hundreds of gigs probably. But I think Outer Worlds 2, if you've played Outer Worlds 1 and you enjoyed it, if you really liked the game for what it was, I think Outer Worlds 2 is a nice successor. And I think it's probably worth it if you like the first one and you're going to spend that much time with that game, that type of game. I think it's well worth it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's hard for me to. It's just very difficult for me to rationalize dropping $70 on a game these days. When, that's just what they all are. I know that, but geez.
Well, when did you start playing Outer Worlds? November?
Thanksgiving? I want to say Thanksgiving week. When did it come out? It wasn't long before that, right?
It was end of October.
Okay. Yeah, so it had to be Thanksgiving because I had no time between there. So I spent the bulk of Thanksgiving playing that game. That and finishing Assassin's Creed.
Mirage.
What was the name of that? Yeah, Mirage. Those two I was going back and forth with.
When did you start Mirage? August?
Summer? Yeah. It was, I would say, late July, I think.
Okay.
Were
those primarily the only two games that you played? Aside from college football or whatever.
Yeah, I interspersed college football in there. Tried to dig out, what was it? The space game. Oh my gosh. Starfield. I did re-download that because there was some new update.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was just kind of like, okay. Yeah. It's exactly the way I remember it. And I enjoyed it. I know a lot of people either loved or hated it. At first, for me, I really loved it. And then it got kind of monotonous, like a lot of those other games. But they did build on it. It seems like they were always updating something. What you could do with your ship and things like that. I think most of it was cosmetic updates and things like that. But for me, because as much room as it takes up on my Xbox's hard drive, it's just like, well, there's other things out here that I want to play.
Sure. Okay.
And I've thought about getting back into Fallout, just because I've been watching the series. I'm about one
Yeah.
episode away from the. I think I'm the next to the last episode is what I'm in the middle of the first season.
Oh, okay.
I'm almost
yeah.
there. It has taken me so long to finish this series, but
That's okay. I still haven't watched
yeah.
Andor or hardly anything, but we did get Disney Plus, so of
Yeah,
course
I
we're
enjoyed
doing more Bluey than we are Star Wars. Although we have gotten him to watch the first 6 movies. So now I say watched. I mean, it's been on the background while he's playing or whatever. So at least he's been introduced to the, original 6. So
Yeah. For us, it was Blue's Clues. When my kids were
yeah.
little, or when Hayden was little. That was
Mm-hmm.
we were watching that all the time. And what was that group? The Wiggles.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of the big thing when my kids were kids.
We don't put a whole lot of stuff. Now, I will say this. Have you ever heard of GDQ, Games Done Quick?
Mm-mm. No.
So basically, it happens all year round, but they have these live conventions 2 or 3 times a year, and it's actually going on right now. But so like these people get in there and they'll raise money for charities, and it's just
Okay.
all these speed runners. And then
Okay.
so you're watching somebody do a speed run, and there's commentators that are saying like, here's where the trick works. It's like they're using all these kinds of glitches or something like this. Like the one today they were doing a while ago, they were doing Super Mario World, but
Oh, okay.
all the levels were reversed. So you started at the end of the level and you had to go back to the beginning of the level, and there's like this whole whatever about it. Anyway, I mean, they've done all the games. Like there's all Zelda, there's the Metroid games. I mean, there's a ton of them. They've done them for years. Really cool to like. They do a lot of glitches, or they'll do they do any percent runs, which means they can just, whatever it takes to get to the end of the game and beat the game. And there's some long games that they're able to beat in like 2 minutes. So it's like really impressive. And like one of them was the Hitman level where they literally walked in,
Oh, yeah.
had the exact angle where within 30 seconds they beat the level, and like the devs reacted to it. And so anyway,
Is that exploiting hacks as well, or is it just a legit finding ways to finish the game?
yeah, no, like there's also randomizers and stuff like that. So it just depends on what kind of speed run it is. And any percent, they can just beat the game. Some of them have 100%. Some of them have like Zelda all dungeons, so they have to go complete all the dungeons in Zelda. But most of the time it's like, they use like, where you place a bomb down and you jump backwards into the wall and it glitches you through the map. They have all those little things to where they can get through the level quicker or avoid super fights or stuff like that. But yeah, no, I mean, it's really fun. Or they'll do like head-to-head matches of who can get through the level quicker, stuff like that. Now the randomizer one is weird. So like think about it this way. Okay. Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, where you first go down in the prison, in the castle, and you see your dad there, and he goes, "It's dangerous to go alone. Take this," and you grab the sword, and it's like, ba-na-na-na.
Mhm.
Well, you're not guaranteed a sword. You could get any item in the entire game on that. So every chest you open is completely random. So
that's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, so like you may be down there and you're
as
like,
a watcher,
okay,
as a spectator.
right, I hope I get the shield. Dun-na-na-na, you got the flippers.
Oh God,
I don't know how this is gonna help me. So anyway,
Funny.
no, it's really cool though. I mean, these people like they stream and they've played the game thousands of times, and they're trying to show off these glitches, explain how the glitches work, but it's all like low stress, no stress, and so they're raising money for charities constantly, and people are constantly donating, and so it's really cool.
Yeah,
So
that's
anyway,
wonderful.
we'll put that up, and we'll just have that up in the background, and so Ronan will look up every once in a while, see what's going on, and then look away. But it's all games, and so we just don't put any
I
like
need to give
horror
that-
games or anything like that.
I need to give that some time and check that out because that sounds interesting.
Yeah, just on YouTube. It's GDQ. That's the name of their site or whatever. So anyway, and then Ronan's getting tubes tomorrow, so I've heard that it could
Right.
be an interesting day.
It can go because we've had 3 kids and all 3 of them have had tubes. Ava has had 6 different sets, and
Yeah.
and it's because her ear canals were so big that after 5 of them, they decided to switch to these titanium ones, titanium ear tubes, and those stayed in. I don't know what is different about, the ingredients and what titanium makes it different, or how they're put in, or maybe they're bigger. I don't know, but that was life-changing for all our kids. We got them, so kudos to getting those, because
thanks, we're excited about it, because he has an ear infection right now, so but anyway,
it's important.
Now I'm worried about the day of how he's going to react. Is it going to be a good day, or is it going to be a rough day? So anyway, so that's what I think the top 5 are. So
yeah, me too.
There you go.
So I'm sorry about that.
Well, I guess we'll wrap this up now. Oh wait, Chris is here.
You didn't miss anything important. I was just rambling. Sorry, I'd lost internet connection for some reason.
No, you're good, dude. We talked about Fallout series. I just finished episode 3. We talked about Outer Worlds. We talked about I'm up to 50 hours in Ghost of Yotei, and I'm finally on the last castle run, so I'm almost done with it. And then obviously how many hours we put into Diablo.
Cool.
So anyway, yeah. So I guess let's go ahead and jump into our top 5, unless anybody else has anything else they want to add.
Yeah. We're good. Let's get into it.
So
do we want to set some ground rules, or are we just going to keep this up for open discussion?
Well, explain what do you mean by ground rules?
Like, are we going to be like, okay, Jarrett, start with your top 5, and then we go through your list, or are we going to round robin it? We give each of our 5, and then 4, and we have open
round robin sounds good. Let's all tell our 5, and then all tell our 4.
Cool.
I think we should say why it's our number 5, maybe, and or 4, whatever, and what makes it worth talking about. Like why? I mean, and if you want to elaborate any more than that, it's fine. And I think that we'll be able to get through 15 games.
Easy.
But honestly, we may double up on some of these. I mean,
I completely anticipate that.
So if that happens,
and as a caveat, if like Jay's number 5 is the same as my number 4, then I'll go ahead and add to it. And then when we just get to number 4, I'll just say this was my number 4, and we won't explain.
Yeah.
So,
and if we have time at the end, like if we're, we can do some honorable mentions or whatever. That's fine.
Yeah, I've definitely got one that I'm going to put in there as an honorable mention.
Cool. All right, who wants to kick us off? I think I'll go. Go ahead, Jay. Go ahead.
Well, I can if you want me to. I don't mind.
Okay.
My number 5 is going to be interesting because I really don't know if it was on the list, but for me, it's a game called Skyblivion. Have you heard about this?
I think I've seen the title, and I know nothing about it.
This is one that I'm excited about, but I'm probably not going to get to play. And it makes me a little bit sad, but that's okay, because if anything was to get me to play PC gaming again, it would be this game. It's called Skyblivion. It is a fan-driven game that's coming out this year sometime. It was supposed to come out last year, like GTA. But this one they've taken the Elder Scrolls V, the Skyrim Special Edition, and they've modded it. So now you can play Oblivion with all of the updated graphics, and they've meticulously went through the entire game and updated the treasure chests, the walls, the grass, everything. And it's been since 2012 they've been working on this. I think is when they began. If you Google it and look up Skyblivion, I think it's skyblivion.com. And it's one I've been kind of watching from afar. But then when we started talking about this, I was like, when is that game coming out? Holy crap, it's supposed to come out this year. But again, I don't know. My son has a really elaborate PC. I'm going to try to talk him into getting it when it comes out. And I'm sure it's going to be free because it's not by the original creators. This isn't by the original creators. So it's going to have to be something that's a giveaway maybe. I don't know how that's going to work. But
or open source.
Yeah, I mean, so why it lands at number 5 for me, I think nostalgia. I did like the Oblivion game when we first started, when I played it, and I think I finished it. I can't remember if I did or not. I might have gotten like somewhere in the middle of it, but it was one of the first games I thought, this is really cool, way before Skyrim and those games came out. You already kind of know the bones of the world. And I think for me, it's uncertainty. Is it really going to come out when it finally releases? Is it going to feel fresh? Because I did try replaying Oblivion because I think it was on Game Pass or something.
Yeah.
Man, it just wasn't the same. You know what I mean? It was just kind of like, I remember it didn't make me feel excited anymore. But I remember when I first played it, it's because that's what nostalgia does a lot of times.
Yeah.
But with this being completely redone with graphics, the story is supposed to be exactly the same, and it's open world.
Mm.
So I'm thinking it's old school freedom within the game.
Yeah.
Because it's probably one of the first open world games, maybe. I mean, not the first, probably, but I think I feel like the early days of GTA when it first started coming out with open world. I feel like everybody wanted an open world sandbox game.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
it was one of the pioneers.
Yeah. I mean, that's Bethesda, right? Is it Bethesda? I think, yeah.
Oblivion. Actually, Oblivion was it Bethesda or was
Obsidian?
it
Obsidian.
Obsidian. That's right. Obsidian.
Yeah.
And just to speak on the fan made games like you're talking about, Jay, like really some of these fan made games or remakes or reskins or whatever, they do they put a lot of love into this. If you've ever heard of Black Mesa, that's the fan made remake of Half-Life 1, and
absolutely. That's another one.
I would have never known that's a fan made game. I would have thought the studio developed that. Like it looks so good. So I mean, hats off to the
it's
the
like
cats
playing
that do this stuff.
It's like going back and playing like Fallout or Skyrim and doing the mods to it. I mean, it makes the game like so much better.
Yeah, it's a lot of good stuff.
I should say different.
Fallout London.
Different.
London's another one too. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, cool. So, my number 5 isn't like anything like that, but it does have a major update coming out within the next day or two, or the next few days, at least at the time of recording. But it's Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing has a major update coming out, and I don't think it. I think
January
it coincides
15th.
with the Switch 2. Is it the 15th?
Uh-huh.
It coincides.
Did y'all even watch the video
launch.
I sent?
That was like 3. That was like okay.
It's the very first one on the video.
Leave me alone. But it coincides with the Switch 2 launch, and it has some free content on there. And I'm just a sucker for Animal Crossing. We did a whole thing about that several episodes back, so I won't bore you with that. But yeah, that's number 5 for me, because that's just such a cozy game, and it's so easy to just kind of sit down and burn hours and hours just doing stuff. Living the island life and doing all the little things and talking to the villagers. And, there was some content I didn't do that Nicole had done. So I'm excited to jump in and do all that stuff and redecorate and, do all the fun things. So that'll be fun to redo with her and kind of rekindle that.
Yeah, clean out the cockroaches in your house.
That's exactly right. What's number 5 for you, Tedder?
So, I mean, this was tough. I mean, out of the entire list, I was like, ugh, I've got like 14 that I'm like really excited to play. But anyway, I kind of narrowed it down. I put 007 First Light.
Oh,
I think that one looks very much like, I mean, obviously it's a James Bond game, but it looks, and it's from the creators of Hitman. So, I mean, it's going to be a good series. It's going to be a good game. It's going to be done right. But it very much looks like Indiana Jones. So I hope it plays like Indiana Jones. I'll be happy.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I got to say that one landed in my list as well. I don't know if we want to say what number it was yet. But that landed in my list. It looks fantastic. Obviously it's higher than the number 5 for me. But that one, I love 007. It takes me back to the GoldenEye days. I mean, I love that universe. It looks good. Its story, it looks like it has a strong storyline, but they all do. I don't think I've played many 007 games, but everyone I've messed with has had a really good plot and story, cinematic. Yeah, I'm excited for it. That one looks good.
Well, Jay, don't forget that you can use your gun in this game.
Yes, I don't have to use a whip.
That's DLC.
And for anybody that's not following along and doesn't know what any of that means, you have to go back to episode this. Go back and watch our prior episodes.
I think we talked about it last week, our last episode.
Yeah. First Light did not make my top 5, surprisingly enough. But, still excited for that watch. So number 4, Jay.
Number 4. This one, I don't know a whole lot about it, but after watching the video and doing a little exploration into the universe, I am excited to play Crimson Desert. I'm not familiar with it at all. Apparently, I think it's like a spiritual successor or a prequel, to Black Desert Online, I think is what that in that universe, right?
It's the same creators. It's Black Desert, but Black Desert's an MMO, and this is a single player action adventure game.
And I love single player games. If you've been following me on the podcast at all, you know that I'm not into the PvP stuff at all. But this looks like it's one of those high risk, high reward type games. I mean, this thing could stick the landing and be a really fantastic game because I'm ready for something fresh. I'm ready for a new universe to explore, and I still love the 007 stuff because I'm familiar with it, but this looks really, really cool. It looks like there's a lot of scope and freedom. Open world. It looks open world, story-driven quests. Cinematic. I don't think I don't believe it's turn-based. I'll have to look through it again and see because, again, I just took some snippets of the video. Yeah, it looked like a game that I think I might actually play this game.
Yep.
I've not played the MMO or whatever
No.
Yeah.
Chris, what's your number 4?
That's my number 4.
This is tough. That's a tough pick out of the lists. And I'd hate to kind of fall into like the mainstream, of course, most anticipated, but I think I would be remiss if GTA was not on this list, given that it does release this year. But I think GTA 6 would have to probably fill this with this number 4 spot, and it's hard not to include it because it's GTA 5 was such an incredible game to play.
Yep.
It was so it just checked all the boxes for me, and I have no reason to believe that GTA 6 is not going to expand upon that. And graphics, the things that you can do, the lived-in world, all that stuff. The missions are fun. They tend to have quite a bit of variety. Whether we have dual protagonists in this one remains to be seen, but all sides are kind of pointing to that. Revisiting Vice City, and that's nostalgia. We talked about nostalgia earlier, but I mean, GTA Vice City was, I think, the first GTA game I ever played several years ago when it first released on PC. And that was a fun time. And so just kind of having memories of that and seeing what they're going to do to improve that world is just going to be super fun. And, of course, the parodies and the commentary on, life as we know it in 2026, should be a good time. So, yeah, I mean, there it is, GTA 6, number 4 for me.
Yeah, I'm going to say it made my top 5 as well. Interestingly enough, not number 1. As much as I do love the GTA games, I love them. It's not my number 1, but I think the scale of it, the polish of the game when it comes out is going to be, it has to set a new standard. If it doesn't, they're not going to let them live it down. Rockstar has always been, the trendsetter. They reshape the industry every time they put out a new game,
Yep.
So I think I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I'll have to play the game. It's on the list because it has to be. It's a juggernaut.
Sure.
I mean, if it ends up being a flop, it'll blow. It'd surprise me.
That'd be one of the biggest disappointments.
Work on this game. When did they?
They'll probably.
I mean, yeah.
That'd probably be a bigger disappointment than Starfield.
Right? Oh, much bigger. At least Starfield, there was not. I mean, expectation. Nobody had any idea what that game. They were so secretive. We saw that. We had that one trailer forever. With nothing, and then at least with GTA, I mean, we don't have many trailers, but we have a lot of games. But we have a lot to match it to.
But with Starfield, we may not have known what to expect, so it's kind of like the surprise of what is this game. But the fact that it had the Bethesda name attached to it carried so much, expectation with it, and I think Rockstar is in a similar position. So this game has to be a juggernaut launch, otherwise.
And by them keep putting it off, it creates even more hype for the game. Which could be positive or negative. We'll see.
Yeah.
I mean, if you just keep, when was it originally slated to?
Last fall, actually.
I mean, to put it off an entire year, it was going to be early first quarter 26,
May.
right? And then they delayed it again,
Mhm.
right?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, May 20. It was like May 26.
So, yeah, I mean, if it doesn't deliver, holy cow, there'll be. There's going to be haters anyway. Oh, I still
Sure.
love my GTA 5. There's nothing compares to my GTA 4. Whatever. Go pound air, man.
San Andreas.
Don't hate on San Andreas. The game was peak.
Mm.
All right, CJ, what's your number 4?
Well, huh? CJ.
That's San Andreas
Anyway.
character. Just move on.
Okay. Well, before I get there, I will say that GTA did make my top 15 list, but it did not make my top 5 list. So, anyway, okay. So my number 4 was actually Halo campaign involved. So, I mean, obviously, as a true lifelong Halo enthusiast,
Sure.
I'm looking forward to going back to this game.
Sure,
But
sure,
it's
sure.
not just a remaster; like it's a remake from the ground up. So, but
Right.
also caveat: I'm gonna play it on PlayStation. So
I'll forgive
That's
you.
just so weird to say in the Lord in the year of our Lord 2026. Ugh, it just feels bad. I'm not even a Halo guy.
Hey,
I mean,
hey, game anywhere. You know what I mean? Game anywhere.
even on a PS5.
in 10 years from now, there'll just be one big gaming system. It's just going to go back to a conglomerate. Everybody, it doesn't matter
That's
what
it.
you play on. Everything just works. It'll come down to controllers. What controller do you like? Like I hate the PlayStation controller. And honestly, it's probably the one thing that keeps me from buying the PlayStation because I just don't like the controllers. I like the games. I don't care for the controller.
We just need
Game
our
anywhere.
version of the
Like
Duke controller.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm pretty sure they have it, so I'm sure that you could do it. Anyway,
No.
that's mine. Number 3. Let's move on.
All right.
Oh, go ahead.
So is it back to me? I will say
Yeah.
this though about Halo. It was my number 6. It was my number 6 because I do love Halo. I really am looking forward to that game. Do we have a date on that yet? When that's coming out?
I don't know
No.
the date.
Is it
Just
sometime this year?
2026.
Okay. For me, number 3 is Gears of War E-Day.
Ooh.
Okay.
I'm
It's a good
excited
choice.
about that. I love me some Gears. I've played
Nice.
them all. I love the strong narrative story arcs and the characters that are all involved. And when those characters die on screen, it is personal. When you start going back through that, and I believe this is a prequel, right? This is setting up E-Day,
Yes.
Emergence Day.
Yeah.
So I am stupid pumped about this one. Let's see. What notes did I put in here? I don't think it's open world, right? I mean, it's still linear, I believe. It's still just like the old days of you have a path that you follow, and
Yeah.
which I'm cool with that. I don't want every game that I play to be open world. I mean, good Lord.
No.
I think there's something to be said about just, here's the story. We're going to follow it. This is the path. But sometimes I just like to play a shooter because that's what it is, At the end of the day, it's not RPG. You're not, I mean, I guess some of it is, but you can be building on some things, but Gears is just good old, it's kind of like Halo in a sense.
Yeah.
But I remember Gears, one of the strong things was being able to like duck and cover. You get into cover and then shoot over top
Your
of
cover-based shooters.
Yeah, that was the first time that I ever played a game that was like that. So it's kind of special.
It's such a great series too, and I'm not a big Xbox person, and not by choice. It's always sidestepped me. But like I like the Halo series. I haven't played all of the Halo series, and I really liked what I've played of the Gears series. I used to play that with friends and stuff, but like Gears was super fun to play, and like just the controls and how the mechanics of it all, like it plays really, really well, and the story is it's top tier, and like it gets you super invested into these characters, and like you said, Jay, when a death happens, you feel it, and that's
you do.
like
You
like
invest.
It's surprisingly great storytelling coming from a shooter. You don't see a lot of that in shooter games, but
It's kind of like what you said. It's storytelling. It's incredible storytelling. It feels like it's really when they do the flashbacks to pre-Emergence Day or whatever, or when Emergence Day happened in the games that we've played. You get a little bit of nugget every once in a while, and they talk about what it was like on Emergence Day, and it feels like our future. It feels like it's Earth, even though it's not Earth.
Right.
But I don't know if you guys remember when you played Gears 2. how much it advanced, the technology had advanced, and the game making, because that might have been Xbox to 360. I don't know if there was a heavy hitter, better machine, next gen game that was out there, but I remember when you're on top of that thing and it's rolling through, and you can see it felt like Lord of the Rings, the Two Towers. You know what? You remember when you saw all the massive war that was going on when they were all the creatures.
Yeah.
They're all down there, and you're just rolling through on this big, huge thing, and there's conversation, and all it is, you're just standing up there, just watching the cinematics, and you're thinking, this is happening on my computer right now, or on my Xbox, on my console is handling all of this.
That's amazing.
I think it was the 360. I'd have to look it up. I felt like the first Gears was Xbox, and then the second one was on the 360. Maybe
it's 360.
I don't know. But it was
2008.
Incredible graphics going into it. So I'm kind of excited about a new game with Gears.
Oh man. So moving on, number 3 for me. God, this is so tough. I'm going to go with Lord of Hatred. We have an expansion on my top 5 with Diablo 4 Lord of Hatred coming out in April, right? April.
Yep.
And I say that as I have not yet even started the Vessel of Hatred campaign yet, but I was so invested in in Diablo 4 and just being a lifelong fan of that game. I say lifelong, but like it's been 25 years or so since the first one released, but like just how much I enjoyed the first one. Skipped over the second one. I have it. I need to play it. But and just the hours I sunk into 3 with you, Tedder, you know, and just enjoying the story of that. I love the lore of the world, and like a lot of people didn't care for D4's story, but I really liked it a lot, and I really enjoyed how much it just kind of broke open the lore of Sanctuary and between Lilith and Anarius and all that stuff. And so I'm excited to see the path and how Vessel of Hatred plays out, but how Lord of Hatred concludes this particular saga here. So, and I just love the the dungeon dwelling and the loot and all the things, and you know, speccing your character out, and I just love the isometric gameplay, and you know, just the fun that we can have with other people and doing all the things. So Lord of Hatred takes my number 3 spot, and that's really all I got to say about that.
You know, it's interesting too, because like you guys, I mean, I just started digging into Diablo 4 recently, and I know I haven't advanced like you guys have. Y'all were saying you're up to level 60 and stuff. You know, so much has changed, but so little has too, which is awesome. And like the isometrics of the game are still exactly the same as it was from the very first one. And I think that's what makes it special. We were talking about nostalgia with the Halo and Gears and all these games. I mean, a lot of us we're rattling off games that, you know, that are successors, or, you know, they're prequels, or we still love a lot of the same games that we played as kids or when we were younger.
Yeah.
You know? Good
Absolutely.
franchises.
That's crazy. It's crazy. What about you, Tedder? What's coming up?
Well, as a caveat, I did have Diablo on my top. I think it's number 7 for me.
Oh,
mostly because we've been playing the Paladin, and so, I mean, I'm excited for it, but it feels more like a DLC, not as a new game. And I think I'm more excited about the new character more than I am the storyline of the campaign. But anyway, so my number 3 is High on Life 2. This was such a funny game, and it's the guy that voiced like Rick and Morty. He voiced Morty for one of the guns,
Dan
and it's
Harmon,
so stupid. And you can actually like watch movies in this game, and you can also like High on Life 2. Do y'all know like the old NES Bible Quest? They have the entire game. It's called like Bible Quest or Bible Story. They have the entire Bible Quest game on High on Life 2. It's the only way you can play the Bible Quest game, the original NES Bible game.
Well, now I gotta
interesting.
look it up.
Yeah. So
Okay, cool.
High on Life 1, hilarious, great game. I did not play High on Knife, the expansion.
High on Knife.
It was
That's awesome.
Yeah. So you just go around. It's a melee game, but. No, dude, it's great. The guns, they talk to you. They have these funny quirks. They joke about stuff. So it's stupid. If you don't
it feels like a Duke Nukem game.
If you don't like,
Without the vulgarity.
if you don't like it, well, no, they have that too. If you don't like Family Guy, Adult Swim, if you don't like those kind of games or movies, TV shows, you will not like this. If you like Rick and Morty, you'll like it.
That's
So,
awesome.
I've got to look into this. This looks. I'm pulling it up now.
well,
while you're
High
talking
on
about
Life is on Game Pass. So
Man, I have not. I've seen, High on Life. I've seen a lot of it. I haven't taken the leap because I don't know if the talking gun would just end up becoming annoying to me over time. And I love me some Family Guy. I love me some Rick
Hey,
and Morty.
it. Have
and
you
all
played
that.
Cyberpunk, Chris?
I have Cyberpunk and I've started it. Like I played 30 minutes and that's it.
Dude, so there's a gun. There's a gun in the game that talks to you. On
Really?
Cyberpunk. Yeah, it does,
Okay.
and it's hilarious.
Yeah.
When it
smack
doesn't
talks you.
always. Yeah, it trashes you all the time. There are times that
good
you want to use it for certain things and it won't let you. But it is when it does work. When it does work, though, I mean, it lights up the yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, you need to
incredible.
get into Cyberpunk, especially
Okay.
now. Now's a great
Okay.
time to play Cyberpunk. It's,
Okay.
I mean, it's a great game now. I think.
I'm
I
looking
had
for my
it back
next
when it
big
was a
game to
not
get
great
into.
game.
So maybe Cyberpunk is it.
No, do High on Life. Do High on, you'll beat High on Life in like 20 or 30 hours. You'll love it. It is great.
We're off to
Moving
number
on.
2 now.
Well,
Jay.
number 2 was Grand Theft Auto 6 for me.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
there's not really a whole lot more to say about it. I mean,
Sure.
outside of it's extremely ambitious,
Mhm.
from what I hear.
Mhm.
And what do we have? One trailer? I mean, is there maybe
pretty
two?
much. Nah, I think it's pretty well. The second one is pretty well the first one.
You know, and someday I got to thinking about this too. You know, what was it? Was it Grand Theft Auto 5 where you played 3 different characters?
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes. Yeah.
So maybe the fact that this is only going to be 2 might actually make it a better game because I think you can have too many protagonists where you have too many people to
Yeah.
follow. Where it
Yeah.
might be, it's just and that's why I talk about the ambitiousnly of it. Maybe scaling that back to just 2,
Mhm.
and them being so tight. It seems like they're a couple.
Mhm.
Maybe that'll make it easier to follow some
Yeah.
of that stuff because I stepped away, and I remember playing GTA 5. I stepped away from it for a while, probably because of my job, but just stepping away, like I'm gonna have to pick this up, and it was a month and a half, and when I got back into it, I had no idea what was going on because I didn't know which character I had or how to use the game hardly at the time. But I guess that goes for any game. But the story in that is good.
Mhm.
GTA 5 story is fantastic. But
Yeah.
I am.
See, and I never played.
You never
played
played
GTA 5?
You
Ever?
should. I enjoyed the campaign. I enjoyed the story of GTA 5 a lot, and it plays really well. It's fun, and each of the protagonists has their own strengths and weaknesses, and they bring something different. But if you do play it, it's one of those games where, like Jay was just talking about, you really can't step away from it for too long because then you forget kind of what's going on. And I think that's part of the issue with GTA 5 is that the story is a little complex because they're so intertwined with each other. So you kind of have to kind of keep up with what's going on to kind of appreciate it the most that you can.
And I'd be lying
sense.
if I didn't say every once in a while, you go, I'm a little bit bored. I'm going to save my game, and I'm just going to go nuts in the world. I'm just going to go blow stuff up and see what I can get away with, and go rob this, and just go on the run and see how long I can stay alive, and then go back and load the game back up and go, that was fun. I got it out. I've got it out. Here we go. All right, back into the story. Because you could always the save game feature is nice. I was telling Jarrett a little bit earlier, I'm playing Assassin's Creed Syndicate now, and it was one that I completely forgot about. I had not played that. I thought I had played all the Assassin's Creed games, but Syndicate is one that I somehow missed out. But there's no save game feature. It is just you get to a checkpoint, and I'm not a big fan of checkpoints. I'd love to be able to just save my game, especially with open sandbox stuff.
Kicked again.
Mhm.
So
Gosh,
did we lose Chris
dang it.
again? He seems like he's in deep thought right now.
jeez, dude. They've got to get some better internet.
Anyway, I talked too long about that. Maybe we could
Fine.
go ahead and did he ever give his number 2? Has he gotten his number 2?
No.
I don't think he has. We're gonna have to wait on him. We can cut this out in post, right?
I can. Yeah.
Sorry.
There he is.
Internet's weird tonight, boys. It's dumb.
Not just tonight. Chris, you got to get better internet, dude. How do
The
you not
internet's
have
really good?
What is good? What do you define as really good, Chris?
Gig download?
Oh, okay. Well, then you have
I thought he was
good
gonna say
internet. Why is your
56K.
internet
I've
got the 56K.
It's AOL dial-up. Get on my level.
I've got 6 meg download.
We on our
Okay.
number 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, number 2.
Is it on me?
Yes. Well, I haven't done mine yet, but go
Before
ahead.
we lose you again, yes.
Yeah. So my number 2 is Enter the Gungeon 2. I'm a big roguelike guy, and this is straight up my alley. Obviously, I love the first one. Enter the Gungeon is top-down 16 or 8-bit style graphics, and it's like a bullet hell, and it's really, really fun. Super arcadey. It's super fun. I love it. So much replayability. And that's one of the things I really like about roguelikes or roguelites is that you get it's one of those you get as far as you can on a run, and you either make it to the end or you die and you have to restart all the way from the beginning again. And the real value proposition is there's crap tons of unlocks, and you can only get those like by doing several runs, and there's different modifiers and things and achievements and things that you can do. But I'm super into this. They don't have anything out for Enter the Gungeon 2 except the announcement trailer, and I'm just super stoked for it and ready to sink hundreds of hours into that, like I have with several other ones that I've done, like Isaac and Cult of the Lamb and things like that. So that's my number 2.
So is that Switch 2 for you? I guess
for me, it'll probably be PS5.
Okay,
but it'll release on everything, I'm sure. So
yeah. Which do y'all have? Yeah, did y'all get a Switch 2?
I do not have a Switch 2 yet.
Yet.
I told you guys, my son Hayden has one of those. I guess I just need to borrow that for a while and play some games with that to see if I really like it. I've never been much of a mobile player.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, okay. We have Ellen because Ellen bought a Switch 2. Do you want Ellen's Switch 1 to just play around with?
Yeah, I'd give it a shot. I don't know how much I'll enjoy it, but I mean, I had a Game Boy way back
way you don't
when,
have to.
That dates me, but
yeah,
and I enjoyed it a little bit, but it just wore off. It was like a novelty item for me then. But now with the type of games that you guys are talking about that are on the Switch, it almost sounds like. I wouldn't mind giving it a shot. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Well, I'll send you what games we've got, and then you kind of tell me what game you think you'd want to try, and then I'll send you a picture. Anyway, okay. So my number 2 was Styx Blade of Greed. This is like
say that again.
It's called Styx, Styx. You're like a goblin type creature, and you kind of go around like London-ish area. And you're a thief. So like you're going around, you're stabbing people, you're stealing stuff. It's very. If you ever played Thief, it's the same concept.
Not to be confused with the American rock band Styx, even though it's spelled exactly the same way.
I was about to say, did Styx finally come out with their own video game?
Holy crap!
Yes,
You know how awesome that would be?
Right.
Out of nowhere, these guys in their 70s put out a game. And
that's amazing.
And it's not a rock band game. Anyway.
So
I did see that on the list.
This is a sequel, isn't it? Didn't you show me a game that was like this?
So it's like, there was an old game, and I can't remember, Master of Shadows maybe. But it's really cool. It's very much a sneaky game. Very steampunk era. Kind of early Industrial Revolution, and you're just going around, you're stealing stuff, and you look like this goblin, so like it looks cool, and I like the sneaky games. So what was the original? Shards of Darkness was on Xbox One. So the Styx series has been out for a while. So this is just another venture in that same genre, but
it almost
still,
looks like a World
I
of
love
Warcraft
the sneaky game.
Mm.
Yeah, kind of with his character.
Yeah.
But anyway,
cool. I like it. So that brings us to our top our most anticipated games for the year. Our number ones. Jay, what you got?
Super, super anticlimactic because my number 1 is 007 First Light. As Jarrett mentioned already, that, and I think it's just because when I saw the trailer about a month ago, I want to say it was about a month ago when the first trailer came out, it was I watched it over and over from the car that's like it's driving into, it looks like it's a gala or a big party that you're going to, and you have a mission that you have to accomplish while you're there, and it looks like a complete playthrough of that mission, which I almost felt like they gave me more than I wanted. I mean, they gave me the whole mission. If you guys go back and watch it, you can see it's incredible what you have to do. It almost feels very Hitman-ish, which I love that. I love the Hitman games. I've not rage quitted to the point where I've thrown things, but Hitman has taken me very close. I have made it so close to where, well, you have to be roguelike or whatever. You have to blend in. You can't be noticed while you do these things. And this is a little bit of both, because 007 is not always about being completely camouflage.
Right.
Sometimes it's, you're going in and they do want you to, have dialogue with these people. They may not know who you are, but it's not Mission Impossible. It's where you have to, you've got different faces and stuff. A lot of times he's James Bond, that he introduces himself as James Bond, and they act like they don't know who he is. Sometimes I'm thinking, how do you not know who James Bond is? But he's about to wreak havoc around here. But no, that's my number one.
I am so excited for this game to come out. It didn't make my top 5 list, spoiler alert, but I'm very excited for this. And I think this is like the very beginning of his career, I believe, from a storyline
he's a
aspect. So I'm just super excited to see what they do with him, like what our gameplay is gonna be like, what of it is gonna be stealthy, or cover based or whatever. All the gadgets and stuff that are going to be really cool to do. Like, everything about this game says, yes, please play me as soon as I come out. So
from my understanding, he earns his license to kill. That he does not have that authority to do that yet. So we get to see the beginnings of it, which I guess it's going to be canon, right? I mean, this is going to be,
well, from what I understand too, he does not have a 00 number yet.
Right.
So this is
he
him
doesn't have an
earning
official
his
call
00.
sign. Yep.
The origin story.
Yeah.
Very nice. Love that. Cool. All right. Coming in for number 1 for me. Do you have any guesses as to what that would be?
If it's the same as mine, I'm going to flip out.
My number 1 most anticipated game for this year is Marvel's Wolverine.
That made
the
my
new
top
Wolverine
10.
game that's in development right now. And
well, Jay won't be able to play it because he doesn't have a PlayStation 5.
What can I say? I'm so sorry.
This game looks incredible, and I'm just a huge Marvel nerd anyway, and so that slap the Marvel name on it, I'm ready for it. But Wolverine is just going to be incredible. The way he plays, from what we've seen in gameplay trailers and things like that, it just looks so cool. Sentinels and all the different, villains and things that will be in this. Everything about it. It's going to be a good action game. Comic booky.
It's Insomniac, isn't it? The same people that did Spider-Man?
Yes, it's Insomniac. And I haven't played the Spider-Man games yet, but Insomniac does not miss. So they're in good hands, and this is just the beginning of an expanded Marvel gaming universe, with 1943 Rise of Hydra featuring Captain America and Black Panther. That just looks incredible too. But Wolverine is just, that's going to be so clean, and I'm excited. And it played a good action adventure game in a long time. So
yeah, that does look good. Is there much information about the setting of the game?
I want to say it, and it's been a minute since I've seen something about this. But if memory serves, it's featuring Logan going back to where it started for him and kind of uncovering some secrets about the Weapon X program. And I know that Sentinels will make an appearance in the game, but I want to say Mr. Sinister is in this as well at some point, and there's some other things too. But I think it has a lot to do with the Weapon X program and him finding out some dark secrets, as it were. But yeah, that's for me. That's my number 1 most anticipated game of 2026. So obviously save the best for last. So Tedder, hit us with it, big boy.
Yeah. So my number 1 game is, and we'll see if it actually comes out or not, Fable. So I am
yeah.
beyond excited about Fable. I've played them all. I love them all. I've replayed them all. So, I mean, again, this is your action adventure kind of game. It's leveling based. It's slapstick humor. It's, all the things that make fantasy games amazing. You can do bow and arrow. You can do magic. You can do sword. You can do all three if you want. And then balancing those and how they work together. I'm just really excited about it. It looks incredible. I mean, even the gameplay that we've seen just looks incredible. So I'm ready for this to come out.
Yeah.
And I don't care when it comes out. That's what I'm going to be playing.
It didn't make my top 5, but it's definitely a game I really want to play as someone who's never played a Fable game in my life. So this looks interesting to me. So
yeah, I agree. It's in my top 10.
Aren't the Fable games on Game Pass?
I don't know, but I don't have Game Pass. So
maybe.
Jesus. Well,
Okay,
no.
Chris,
Nicole has Game Pass on her Xbox, and I still haven't looked into whether or not I can use her Game Pass on my computer. So,
well, you should play them. I would do, I think 1 and 2 for sure. 3 is kind of iffy for me, but it was a good
So
game.
is this a reboot, Jarrett?
No,
of the
this
Fable
is a completely
franchise?
new game. Oh,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, they haven't made a Fable game in 10, 15 years. So, but yeah, no, I mean, it's great. And then, I mean, obviously, you know how I play. I'm going to be an archer 99% of the time and then do something from another class, probably a sword class just for funsies. And then I'm going to play it a second time thinking that I'm going to play swords, and then I end up just going back to an archer. So,
Well, been there.
same way I play Skyrim. I'm going to play a mage character, stealth archer.
I have
it is.
not fit. For as long as Skyrim has been out, and I've owned that game forever, and the 80 times it's been re-released, I still have not completed Skyrim.
Oh, you can finish it in a weekend if you just play the main
can finish
storyline.
it.
It is a short game.
Dude, it's like 10 hours long. There's no game to it. Like,
But I get
literally all
sidetracked
side
doing
quests.
things.
Well,
I
stop
get
it.
sidetracked.
It takes
I'm
you
sorry.
longer
I like to
to
explore.
it takes you longer to walk up the mountain to Hightower than it does to play the rest
Straight
of the entire
up
game.
truth. Yes.
Yeah,
You
you're
ain't
not
lying.
You're not. Facts are being spoken here on Gaming Daddies, boys.
Anyway, so honorable mention. My honorable mention is definitely number 6 on my list, which is Poketopia coming out March 5th.
That looks cool,
Oh.
actually.
Oh, this is everything I want in a Stardew Valley type game,
Mhm.
but with Pokemon. If I was going to be a cozy gamer, this would be my jam. I would just play this all the time. But
Yeah.
I get bored with cozy games, so I'll jump back into what was the name of the game again? Animal Crossing. I'm going to jump back into Animal Crossing on January 15th, but I will not last very long.
Yeah.
I know. I'm just not a cozy gamer.
Yeah, I mean, it's not for everybody. Honorable mentions for me, a lot of my top 5, but some other ones I'm looking really forward to is Bloodstained has a new sequel coming out this year called The Scarlet Entanglement. I have Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, and that's kind of like a Castlevania, a Metroidvania-like, and I've played a few hours of Bloodstained, and it's really fun. I need to go back and play it and finish it. And what's weird about that is that like the sequel to Bloodstained, which is like Curse of the Moon and I think Curse of the Moon 2, they're like in 8-bit retro, like NES style, which looks cool too. But I'm looking forward to that.
The Castlevanias.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Castlevania likes, but it's really cool. I think the art style and the protagonist style would be up your alley, Jarrett, actually, now that I think about it.
Okay.
And then Prince of Persia is getting its remake. I think that comes out this year, and I'm super excited for that. I just
but
love the
we've seen
original.
nothing about it.
Yeah, but I've loved the last Prince of Persia trilogy. Sands of Time, Warrior Within, Two Thrones, all great games. And then Super Meat Boy 3D. As a person who really enjoyed Super Meat Boy and Super Meat Boy Forever, I'm really excited to play this type of game in a 3D setting. So,
Did you say Super Meat Boy?
yes,
Wow.
it's like a
I've never heard of that.
It's like a speed
Did you not watch
platforming game.
Did you not watch the video I sent, Jay? It was
Do you
literally
not
in the
read the
video.
All
pamphlets?
3 hours of it. No,
Do you not read
30
the pamphlets?
minutes. It was 30
I probably
minutes.
skipped over it. It's like, what the crap is this?
Oh my god.
No,
It's really fun. It's really, really fun. It's like precision platforming type
Don't believe
stuff,
him.
and it's cool. But you know what?
It looks
We're
awful.
not
You're
gonna
going to
do this
die
tonight.
1,000
Yeah.
times. You got to memorize the exact buttons you got to push in the exact order.
Yeah. You got to know when to play the banjo or whatever it is, and press the right buttons
Thank
in
you.
the correct order.
Thank you.
Jay's in it now.
Now it's
Speaking of-
canon.
it's a canon event.
real.
Speaking of, I was watching something, but like, I had seen a way out on a YouTube video or something on IGN or whatever, but they were like playing Connect 4 or something
Hmm.
from Way Out, and it just reminded me of our banjo days.
Oh, I was
Good times.
explaining to Jay here before you got on, Chris, about games done quick. I was talking about GDQ. Oh, it was when you got kicked off because
Love
we were talking
GDQ.
about Ronan watching GDQ. Anyway,
Yeah,
yeah.
which they just
He's gotta get into
they're in the middle of their 2026 AGDQ, I think.
Yeah, they're in Pennsylvania right now.
Yeah, when I was on YouTube earlier, they were speed running Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage, I think. And yeah, I love me some GDQ. I love that stuff. Anyway, you have any honorable mentions, Jay?
Well, I think it was in my top 10. The Blood of Dawnwalker. Have you seen that? The video for
I've
that?
heard of it. I've heard of it.
I think it's based on a tabletop role playing game, and you have like 30 days to complete this mission. It's set in a vampire-esque gothic world. There's a little bit of video on it, and it just got my attention because my list wasn't very long and extensive like you guys were, because some of these games I just didn't know, like the Adventures of Meat Boy or whatever it is you were saying. But this one, I like the vampire stuff. I mean, it goes all the way back to my Castlevania days and things like that. I mean, this, I know very little about it. It's like, it's one of those games kind of like Crimson Desert. You know, it's just, this looks new, and I think it is new. I don't think this isn't a prequel or a sequel to anything. It's a whole new, other than it being a tabletop role-playing game. I don't know how it's going to be set, if it's going to be role-play like turn-based, or if it's going to be, action-based. We'll see.
Sure. Well, cool.
Well, I mean,
think,
there's a whole lot of games that look really good, but
yeah.
I mean,
I think
just to shout off a
2026.
few of them, you got Lego Batman, you got Phantom Blade Zero, Titan Quest 2, Yoshi and the Mystery Book, Star Wars Zero Company, the RTS game, and then, of course, what was just announced at Game Awards, the Tomb Raider remakes. So, anyway, it's going to be a great year, and I won't be able to play half of those games, so.
There you go. 2026 is shaping up to be a real strong year for games, and, my backlog is just going to keep growing. Just to kind of speak on Nicole's behalf,
I feel you.
She just got back into gaming during the Christmas holidays on her Switch. I got her Princess Peach Showtime for Switch, and she just finished it today. Actually,
Yeah.
she played through the story, and she's doing all the post game stuff, all the extra challenges and things like that, and she just loves it. And from what I've seen, it looks really, really fun, especially for it being a spin-off of the Mario franchise. There's lots of really cool things to play in that game. So shout out to her and her accomplishment and her achievement. And like I said, we're going to get back into Animal Crossing together. So that'll be fun. I'm trying to figure out what game I'm going to play next. I'm kind of like in this lull. Been doing D4, leveling up my seasonal character, my paladin. Just going obliterating things. I've downloaded Hollow Knight on my PS5 since it's been in my library forever, and I've only played about a few minutes of that. I want to give that a shot and see if that's something I want to get into. I haven't really played a Metroidvania before, and this is supposed to be in that kind of style. It's either this or I'm gonna go through the online collection that the Switch has for the various consoles and see. I might try to start the Metroid series. So we'll just kind of see. The hunt for Red October begins. My next project game. So yeah,
There we go. All right, guys. Well, let's go ahead and wrap it up. So thanks for hanging out with us on today's episode of Gaming Daddies. Don't forget, you can catch the audio version of the podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. And if you want the full video version, head over to youtube.com/GamingDaddies and join the fun. If you'd like to support the show and help us take it to the next level, consider joining our Patreon at patreon.com/GamingDaddies. This year, I believe we're going to make a whole lot of changes to the Patreon, so keep your eyes and ears open for that, and look forward to more information. Big shout out to our amazing supporter, Sean Donahue. You've been here since the get-go, and we see you and support you.
Mad respect, Sean.
My boy.
You keep us going, and we couldn't do it without you. Until next time, this has been Gaming Daddies, and we'll see you in the game.
Peace out.